What can we transcend?
Well, if you could transcend anything, we need to know what we can transcend. If anything is transcendable, right? We usually use the word transcend when we're talking about karma that we suffer in terms of bondage, right? Karma, conditions. So that we seem that we have no choice but to play out, or be in the karmas, family karma, neurosis karma, unhappiness karma, the conditions of these things. These things we need to transcend because they're not relative to or relevant to our true nature, which is free of all darkness already. So when we sit or get into sitting minds, right, the mind of sitting, clearness, peace, then where's the karma? 1 minute into it, where's the karma? Where'd the karma go? Why is it not there anymore? Why? Because it's not real. The karma is added. So when we practice in terms of training or spiritual training, then what you're sitting in is the truth fulfilled already. It's the real already. In other words, the real is peace already. The real is now already, not some time in the future, not some moment in the past necessarily. So we are recovering true nature, original intelligence, so to speak. And this is where it is. So everything else then is already transcended when you can get to that point. That's a paradox, but it's also obvious to practitioners. So you're recovering your enlightened basis, clear basis, happy basis of being creative. Because then you're not just created by everything else around you and problems that are created by other people who are creating their problems out of the created problems of other beings who are passed on to them, and they're sharing all the same created problems. We're talking about now the discreation of problems, or the recreation of what was appearing to be a problem to no problems. No self, no thought, no mind, no problems at all. Zero. 0 point of origin. Here, now. We are that already.
Would you say that peace is a theory for many people, but through sitting?
It's a concept, for sure. It's a thought. Peace. Oh, yeah, okay, peace. It's the true nature of everything. It's the subtle inner nature of everything, like silence, peace, silence, peace, silence, peace, silence, peace, silence, truth, wisdom, realization, liberation, peace, silence. Same thing.
Would you say that peace is a reality that we are blind to for the most part?
Well, we are avoiding, for the most part we avoid it, but there are times when, under certain conditions, you're banged into peace. So, during mishaps, right, you enter the peace, right? That means you're sent back to peace. You're shocked into peacefulness. You may have pain, but then you sense the peace. So a lot of people who are injured actually recover some sense of peace, some sense of sacredness, some sense of the divine. So, wow. So they sometimes, because they're banged into, say, a busted up state, right, painful state, they say, wow, I believe now. I'm feeling connected, right, to the spiritual now, all of a sudden. Because the spiritual is always here. Sometimes we are so numb to it, we need to be banged into it, knocked over the head, let's say, into awareness, waking up. We need the bang that wakes us up. And that's true for many people. And then there are those who just know it. And we need to align ourselves with those who who know it, who can be it, see, who represent it, who are open to what it is as a real, let's say, real.
So is a negative experience that shocks us into peace actually a negative experience?
No, it appeared to be a negative experience. So we say no experience is negative of itself. It can be interpreted as that depending on how much pain or pleasure it gives. Yeah. Or we interpret it as painful or pleasurable. And say, that's good news, or that's terrible news. And all that. Relative to our condition, our state of understanding, our state of avoiding what it is or receiving and accepting what it is, see, loving what it is. See, so the issue is, can you love what it is?